And then there's this whole sofa for comfort. Feel free to move the pillows around. I was totally shocked when they have like
I know, but I am wearing like leather shoes that are designed by sneakers, so they're still eccentric. They are.
I need to find something that's kind of business, but yet feminine, but like a tennis shoe.
I found it for men, but they don't make these.
Yeah. I mean, not that I'm ultra girly, but
Yeah. I feel like with the setup in here, we need a tablet with fire on it, like a fireplace.
Yeah.
On the couch.
oh yeah, but feel free to sit on the sofa as well and move the pillows around if there's too many.
Never too many pillows.
Never too many. Are you ready for me, Mark, to do my thing? Oh. I don't want to do my romper room. Bend and stretch, reach for the stars. There goes Jupiter, there goes Mars. Bend and stretch, reach for the sky. Stand on tippy toes, oh so high. So are any of you old enough to remember Romper Room and grew up in the Bay Area? Ah, okay. So somebody can call me on whether or not I did that song right.
It was so big sounding there.
All right. So you ready for me, Mark? So welcome to 1 Million Cups. As you might guess, I'm not a professional performer, but my name is Laura Good, and I am on the volunteer organizer team for 1 Million Cups. So who is here for the very first time? Great, it's always nice to have some new faces as well as our regular attendees. 1 Million Cups is a program of the Kauffman Foundation. The Kauffman Foundation is super focused on entrepreneurship globally, but 1 Million Cups is a national program, and there's over 200 chapters in the United States. They pretty much all meet once a week on Wednesday mornings at the same time in their time zone. And we actually have a couple of other local chapters as well. There's one in Auburn called Gold Country, 1 Million Cups. Has anyone been to that one before? Okay, Dan has. And then Yuba City just got approved to start a chapter, and I think next month will be their first meeting. So very exciting to see the growth of 1 Million Cups in our region. So we are all volunteer organized. Nobody owns us, and we have a few of our organizers here today. If you guys want to raise your hand, we've got Anna. We've got Dan, who is one of our coaches, and Anna's doing our social media and live posting. So we're gratified to have them on the team. Also, if any of you are ever interested in being on the 1 Million Cups team, Cameron Law is our lead. He's usually here, but he has a really big event tonight, Social Venture Partners Fast Pitch at the Golden One Center. So he'll be back next week. But you talk to any of us if you're interested in being a volunteer on the team. I think there's at least one person in here that we're actively recruiting. Wink, wink. All right, so we are, like I said, we're an all-volunteer organization. We keep our expenses low. We don't have a bank account. The way we do things is through our generous sponsors. We need space and we need coffee. And today, our sponsor for both of those things is Cap City. And I'd like to invite Jenny to tell you a few things about Cap City.
Thank you, Laura. Hey everyone, I'm Jenny and I'm with Cap City. For those of you who don't know, Cap City is the first co-working space here in Sacramento. We've been around for 10 years and we are a benefit corporation. So what that means is that we do a lot of work with nonprofits and startups and things like that to engage more in the community. We have a location here on 21st Street, as well as a new office that will be opening on Broadway and MLK, hopefully in May. We also have a variety of other projects. We own Buffalo Pizza down the street, which serves vegan and breakfast pizzas, as well as cornflower ice cream, serving non-GMO, all-organic ice creams locally made here in Sacramento, and they have a variety of cream-based and vegan flavors as well. Some other information that you guys might need is the bathrooms are down this way. And there's talking back if you haven't already helped yourself, so feel free.
Thank you. We also have a bonus. We've got donuts today. We don't always have donuts, so it's a nice surprise.
Make
I
up
also
for
want
the
to
late
mention, to my knowledge, Cap City was the first co-working space to open in the Sacramento region.
Yes.
And that was in 2008?
Correct.
All right, so the way 1 Million Cups works is every week we have 2 presenters. They each will have they'll have 6 minutes to do their presentation, and then that will be followed by Q&A and feedback from the audience. It's not an investment pitch. We are building community here. Your feedback can be constructive, but it should be delivered in a nice way. So without further ado, we will invite Victor up with Catch.
This is your remote. Press that vote to go forward, and I'll put you on the timer. When you are ready.
So I've been watching Shark Tank a lot, so I think I'm ready. And
Yes.
so raise your hand if you've been to a social event and it just wasn't that social and you just really didn't celebrate the experience. Awesome, good to see some hands. And so what I have is Catch Networking and app to engage in those situations to kind of get the most out of any experience that you partake in. And the logo there, put that together. All right, so some of the features of the app you see there, that's just a screenshot of the app, how it's going to look. The social networking part is pretty much the main focus, but that you can post videos and audios of your experiences while you're wherever you're attending. You can schedule it based off of your calendar. If you have Google Calendar or anything like that, you can import events in your schedule to kind of organize around your time. And you can create your own events for your own community or events for your own company. So the solution is kind of having the interaction. There's a lot of smartphone dependency. People are on their phone all the time, and their social skills, that's one thing. So you can actually use the app as a tool to engage and to talk and communicate and network just with using the app. And this is actually, so what I have currently, this is the QR code. You can actually scan that and get the prototype app on your phone. So if anyone's familiar with the QR code, you can scan that and the app will pop up on your phone. But it's not, I want to get it available on the App Store as soon as possible. I mean, realistically, I can get it available in the App Store this month. It's going to cost, some money for sure to do that, but I can manage it. I'm not a coder, but I just outsource that. And so the networking, you can do community outreach with it. It's for your own community or to get involved into communities that are already established in your area using a geolocation. So that's a useful feature. You can host events and sell tickets and try to raise money, fundraising and things like that. Crowdfunding is you can utilize the communities that's in the area for your own event. And so the category in the App Store when choosing, you gotta upload that. It's gonna be a lifestyle app, so fitness, entertainment, and online dating are some things associated with the lifestyle. And well, just the online dating is on the app is a $1 billion company now in 2015. And you see here, you know, some resources. Tinder has 25% market share, and eHarmony and Christian Mingle, there's other ones. So that's definitely a possible target market. And still return on an investment. Plan on having it a paid app. I'm not really sure how much it's going to be cost to download, but and charging tickets for your event is another way to monetize that. Yeah, I think actually, what time comes?
We have 2 minutes.
I think there's a missing slide. There was like a who, what, when, where slide. So who, the target market is actually going to be co-founder or founders and organizers. But it's going the app is going to be downloadable to the general public, but co-founders, organizers, business to business. It's going to be a software, and just for the social part of it. And yeah, I think that's it.
So we're going to open it up to questions in just a couple seconds here. But because we're live streaming this, we would like you to ask your questions on the mic. And there should be a couple of mics. Okay. Yeah, someone wants to help us with that. But I always get to ask the first question. First, I forgot to mention in the beginning that 1 Million Cups is about education. And it's two-way education. One way is people in the audience learn from what the founders present. And then founders also learn both from the experience and from the feedback they get. And we have companies presenting everywhere from idea stage, where they haven't even developed an MVP yet, to post-revenue. So just for those of you who are new, I just wanted to let you know that. So Victor, could you give me have you developed something called your value proposition?
Okay, so it's how I'm going to be bringing value to the target market, to the customer.
Let's see. Dan, do you want to give us an example of a value proposition?
Sure. So a value proposition would be, you know, when everybody raised their hands when you asked like who's been to a networking event and it wasn't as social as they wanted it to be. So a value proposition would be if you said, hey, we're going to fix that and we're going to give you this thing or this tool that will help you connect with people and basically supercharge your networking like at a networking event. So that would be like an example, right? So you're delivering value to a customer that has a problem would be a value proposition. Did I get that right? I hope I did.
I hope you did. You taught me about it. So basically, value proposition is a short sentence that gives people a really great idea of, kind of wraps everything up so that you know what they're doing. So something that you might want to work on. So I'm going to give you back the mic, and then we'll open it up to other questions.
Question?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I was just wondering, what can we do for you today? What was the basis of you coming forward?
All right. Well, you can use the QR code and scan that, and the app will pop up on your phone, so you can actually use it and kind of get familiar with how it works.
Okay.
And yeah.
I mean, how can we help you? What?
a user, just using the tool, creating your own events, hosting your own meetup, and creating an account and networking, using it to network.
So is your app live?
It's not downloadable on any app store, Android or Apple, but I do have a QR code that's the prototype.
Okay, so we can download it from the web rather than
Yeah,
one of the
just
stores.
scan that and it might be downloadable.
Okay, and I think the question was more directed at, in terms of mentoring, coaching, partnering, making referrals. Is there some way that, some help from the community that you'd like?
Oh yeah, the community. That's kind of why I'm here. Is Startup Stack? I think it has a great community so far. It's been loving to go into these events for the last month. I think my first 1 million cup event here in Sacramento ever was here in Sacramento about a month ago. And I'm fresh out of business school, things like that. And so now I'm just back here, figuring things out.
Okay, another question here?
What is your purpose for creating the app? I guess why?
Well, I mean, going to social events, whether it was a Kings game, or concerts, or anywhere, just seeing different people, and wanted to talk, communicate, with people, network. Well, not just for business and personal things, but I mean, on a personal level. I thought it was a little difficult just to walk up to somebody and say, hey, how's it going? I like your shoes, or what do you do, type thing. It can get awkward sometimes, and so kind of just having something that is social media. Growing up with that, that it was just, I thought it could be useful.
So first, I see you brought your style game today, so challenge accepted. But second, I did scan the QR code during your pitch and downloaded the app, so that was cool. I actually did get the app.
Does it work?
Awesome. I was able to open it. I was listening to you, so I didn't really get any farther than that. But I just wanted to validate that if you scan the QR code, you can download it.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah.
My question is, how are you getting your first 100 customers?
Good question. That's what I am working on. I've just been networking in a traditional way, just by going to different meetups and groups and putting myself out there, and just been networking on my own. Just telling people about what I do, my background and things, and this app. So first 100. I mean, there's some work ahead of me to build that community, but I think once it's going, I can kind of utilize the communities that are already in Sacramento, or anywhere you go, really. I know Meetup is a nationwide thing. So the geolocation, Las Vegas, I'll be actually going to Las Vegas soon and seeing how the community varies. So you can create your own community, or utilize the communities that are already established in whatever city you're in. So yeah, man, there's some work ahead of me for sure.
We have 3 questions on deck, so we got one here, then one behind you, and then your third.
Hi, my first question is, why did you decide to include dating in the networking app? Because there's a lot of other platforms that you could use for potentially dating, other groups, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Why did you decide to include dating in the networking app?
All right, good question. Well, while I was figuring out the category, I had to pick a category of what the app was going to be. When I upload all the information onto the App Store, and so one of the categories was just the lifestyle category that I chose. So other categories are fitness, business, entertainment, and online dating was one of those. And so I looked up, I had to do some research, and I looked up like fitness apps and things like that, and there just wasn't that. I mean, it's not fitness, but and it's not really entertainment either. So I just figured online dating, networking, getting to know people, creating an account. It's because it's just similar. I drew like lines of similarity between the connecting people, just as Tinder, for example, has like the biggest market share right now. It's $1 billion industry. So that's definitely good.
My question is, I'd like to know a little bit more about you. So, what's your professional background? What jobs have you worked at before? You talked about going to business school, so maybe a little bit about your education and any other entrepreneurial efforts you might have had, even if it was as a teenager.
Okay, I mean, I definitely do have a resume. I got some job experience, education. Graduated high school. Originally went to Cal Poly for business. Well, because Cal Poly is one of those schools you have to pick your major while in high school before applying. So just chose business, and just as a freshman, I went to business and did my thing over there. And then I spent some time in Silicon Valley for my internship. And I was at an accelerator in San Jose, or just for a summer internship. And so I got some experience there. And then just went to Bella Vista High School, Norsac, and so I'm just kind of just back here for some time.
Yes, I was wondering if you could, you mentioned using it at a Kings game. If you could do a use case scenario, how and what would you do? You walk in the door, you pop open your app, or do you do it before? How does that flow?
Great question, because, that's one of the reasons. So, like, say here for example, is a good, now I'm thinking, I remember, here, for example, there's a bunch of different people, we're all kind of here just to enjoy this, drink some coffee, wake up early, and, kind of just, for whatever your reasons are. But, there's a lot of us here in this community, and we all kind of do something. And so, you can just create an account and kind of just like network without actually talking to somebody and going through the process of figuring out what you do, how you do it, and so the app, you can simply just create a kind of network with the people that are here, like real time. So at a Kings game, would be a good example because you all share the similar interests of NBA, Kings, basketball, and there's thousands of people there, all for the same reason, all fans. And so, it allows you to network with those peers. And so, it would be, there's some work involved there with how I'm going to get people to download the app because it is up to the general public. So,
just want to thank you for presenting today. Just a quick question. So I'm just trying to grasp my mind around the whole networking aspect. So are we talking like a real live stream, like a Twitter feed type of a thing, where you're networking with people directly? Is it more trying to engage people, get them together, that you find key characteristics? You can say, hey, meet me at the whatever hot dog concession stand, and we can get to know each other. I just wanted to kind of wrap my mind around a little bit more that aspect.
To answer your question, yes, it is a real-time timeline. So while you're at the event, you're taking pictures, posting videos, and if people are there already, they can see and follow along with you, like real-time posting events. So everyone there is kind of, so that's kind of how you maybe get a notification that, somebody is at the Kings game, they just posted whatever picture, video, and so you get notified that there is other people there using the app. But the notifications and things like that, like actual functions of how I want the app, I'm still developing that. So that's a bit of a stretch, but that's exactly how I plan on it working.
Other questions? So, Victor, I think this is your first presentation for Catch, is that right? Or
Yeah.
not? Yeah. So, kudos to you for putting it together. I always really enjoy seeing there's a lot of companies in Sacramento that I've seen their first pitch and I've seen their 10th pitch, and it's really exciting to see how things develop along. So, any more questions? Last chance. All right, thank you, Victor.